You're alright lads, this is the GeordieJedi here. Today, it's a bad day. We lost against Watford yesterday, 2-1, and it was at home, so it was the first game this season that we should have won. You know, Swansea, were away, and they are a very good team. They spend their money wisely. West Ham are the same, and then it was Man U and a couple of others. So we should have won this game because we need to win these kind of games. These are the games that keep you from relegation. It's not the games that you can win. It's not the games that you don't expect to win necessarily. It's the games you should win. We should be beating Watford. We could have beat West Ham. We could have beat Swansea. We could have beat Southampton. But we should have beat Watford. Watford are a fair team. They did very well against Swansea, but it's home against Watford. We need to be winning these kind of games if we don't want to get relegated. And it's not about relegation scrap, because it's a fair bet this season we're probably going to be in one, especially if what's happened continues. But it's about getting actually relegated. But anyways, I'm being a bit of a pessimist on that matter. A lot of Geordies are sort of very, very worried that we're in a relegation scrap, and I'm not there yet, but I am worried. I am worried that we'll be drawn into it. But we'll get on with the game. Starting formation was more or less what you'd expect. Wijnaldum was put back instead of Anita, so he had him and Cole back behind. Still 4-2-3-1, which at home against Watford is bullshit. He brought Perez in, striker, and Perez was running up and down just behind Cisse. He was running for his life, trying to do everything he could to try to get Cisse to score. And this time, compared to West Ham, Cisse had the service a bit more than West Ham. Anyways, he had a couple of he had the good chances. It wasn't just a one touch wrong that fucked him up. It was just the way he played in general that fucked him up. Against West Ham, you know, he took dodgy touches when he was forced into quick decisions. Today he had chances. He had the chances. There was an empty goal and the defender pressured him into missing. And it's just, it's BS. Basically, he got took off at half time and quite frankly he deserved it. Anyways, Perez did well, but 9th minute in, just the same again. Basically, Haidara on the left, playing left back, defending a bit. He did a step over. He tried to be fucking clever. We all knew that he was getting pressured. There was somebody that was too close to him when he was doing it. He knew this. He wasn't blocked, you know. The Watford player didn't come up from behind. He knew he was there. He just decided to be a bit clever, lost the ball. They were right on the counter attack. Basically about 5 against 3. They passed the ball around well, to be honest. You know, they're nothing wrong with them. They didn't get lucky. They did their jobs well to get that goal. Ended up with their player on the left hand side. Put it past Tim Krul. No fault, really blamed Tim Krul. Daryl Janmaat did everything he could because he shot between his legs. But he shouldn't have been put in that position in the first place. Haidara trying to be fucking clever, fucks it all up, and 1-0 down after the 9th minute. I was outside, unfortunately, and I could hear it from the monument. I heard the screams and I thought it must be Newcastle. Because surely if I'm going to hear the shouts and the screams from the monument, you know, a fair distance away, surely it must be the majority that are shouting it. No, it was Watford, so credit to them. I could hear them from a mile maybe away, maybe just under. Anyway, second goal. This one, I'll give a lot of credit to Watford for, because this is something that I don't see Newcastle do at all. What they did, they passed the ball around just in front of the back four. The back four line was fairly good until Colaccini overcommitted. He ran to the player, I think it was Troy Deeney, put in the same guy, because what he did was he was with Mbemba, he ran behind Mbemba, ran around in front of him, wasn't offside because the pass was to the right of Colaccini, and he just rounded Tim Krul, put it away. Again, no fault blame on Tim Krul. Colaccini shouldn't have overcommitted, but I will say, it's very rare to see that kind of passing and movement from a Premier League club, really, but they don't do it that much. It's much more of a La Liga thing. Just made him run onto it, and it was perfectly weighted, perfect pass. You know, not too much power, and he just put it past him, and that was it. 2-0 to them. Half time, same De Jong came on for Papa Cisse, and Perez went up front. Again, I don't understand that one, because we were 2-0 down, and Papa Cisse wasn't having a good game. I don't disagree with the swap. I disagree with the fact that they kept the same formation anyways. They still played 4-2-3-1. It's home against Watford. We needed 2 goals to at least get a point. And he brings on a midfielder for a striker. Put Perez up front, fair enough, but it should have been, like, say, Mitrovic and Perez up front. We should have kept Cisse on and put Perez up front with them and had a 4-4-2, even a 4-5-1, which is a formation I like in real Premier League, because I like to have wingers, that right midfielder and left midfielders, that'll move back and move forward, if you know what I mean. They'll help out the defence and they'll help out the attack. But it was what happened when we got 5th, right at the end of the season. We were kind of playing a 4-5-1 with Bar and Ben Arfa going back and going forward. Anyways, still just one striker. Still one striker, and it made no fucking sense. It's just like Carver did. Just like Carver, no better. It's no better with a little bit more quality. You know, the players are a little bit better than Carver had, but it's still the same formation. It's still the rookie mistakes. It's the stubbornness not to change your system. 4-2-3-1 isn't working. Let's just keep doing it. It'll work eventually, I'm sure. No, it won't work. Not against Watford at home. That formation doesn't get you goals. It gets you draws. And the thing is that goals still happen against you, even with that formation. He's playing out for draws, and I'm pissed off with it, because I don't want to see that at home against Watford. Against Manchester United, we got a draw doing that kind of formation. Fair enough. That one was good, because quite frankly, a draw was good news. If you went home, find out you drew against Man U at Old Trafford, that's good news. If you go home and find out you drew against Watford at home, that's shit news. Credit to Watford, they played well today though, we'll see that. Second half, we did actually come out much better, I will give credit for that. But it was more because the players wanted it a little bit more. I think McLaren gave them a little bit of a kick up the arse. He didn't change his system, he still does. It's still mostly his fault we lost, actually. I wouldn't blame the players as much. But give him a little bit of a kick up the arse, and they tried. Janmat eventually got his goal for a bit of play on the right hand side, but it was too late. We shouldn't have been 2-0 down in the first place. If we went in 0-0, okay, maybe we probably would have won it, but we were 2-0 down and he's still pussyfooted around. It's been GeordieJedi. Like, if you can, it really helps. Subscribe for more videos. See you in a bit. And be prepared for the Talk of the Toon review. We'll be doing that relatively soon.